basically from yesterday's, we started this one on page 50. So if a green marble is drawn and not returned, okay, what's the probability of drawing another green marble? So we know that this one has affected our greens and we're doing another green. So the green has been removed. So the probability of grabbing a green next would be, we had what, 10 at the beginning? We're down to 9 because of that one that has been removed. We used to have 2 green and now we're down to just 1. So that's the answer to that question. The probability of drawing another green on the second go is 1/9. Another question. A blue one has been chosen, then a green one. So a blue one, then a green one. They're both not replaced. What's the probability of drawing a red marble on the third draw? Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of one of the blue ones here and a green one. So 2 have been removed, so I'm down to 8 total. And I'm going to show here what I've done. I've gone 10 minus the blue minus a green. And that's how I realized I'm really down to 8 in that bag. Have the red ones been affected by the first 2 events? The amount of the red ones? It has not, so we're still down to 3. So it's 3/8 is the answer there. So just the total has been affected. If a red marble is chosen first, so you've got red first, then a green one, and they're both not replaced, what's the probability of drawing a red one on the third draw? Okay, so this is what we're trying to figure out. The probability on the third draw, we're down to 8 again because 2 have been removed. So we go 10 minus red minus green. And that's how you get your 8. And at the top, we used to, let's cross them out. A red one is gone, a green one is gone. You used to have 3 red ones, now you're down to 2. That reduces to 1/4, by the way. That's a good, when they're easy to do, I go for it. Another one, a green one is chosen first, then another green one. They're both returned. Watch out for this one, independent. Ignore first 2 events. Those metal bottles, eh? It's like a plane crashes when they fall. Green, they're both returned, so we don't care. We don't care. It's out of 10, and we still have our 2 green ones left, okay? So it's 1, both can be divided by 2, so that's 1/5 if you want to reduce it. No change to the total. So that would be independent events when you do replace it. Okay. Let's do, like this one had a visual, but most of them will not have a visual. So let's do a couple more here. On 51, follow me. There's your deck of cards one more time. Julia draws a card from a standard deck without replacing it. There it is again. And draws another card. What's the probability of drawing a spades card if the first card was a 4 of diamonds? So we definitely know that we're down to 51. Is the spades affected by a 4 of diamonds? It is not, right? You still have all 13 spades remaining, so that's just 13/51. The probability of drawing a face card, if the first card was a queen of spades, this is a face card. So it just means a little, you got to be a bit more careful here. It's still out of 51. we have 12 minus the queen of spades. I don't know how to do a spades. Is that it? Right? So we're down to 11 face cards. So this would be 11 out of 51 is the probability because of the first event affecting my second event. Next, the probability of drawing a black card. If the first one was a king of spades, that is also a black card. Okay, your spades and your clubs are black cards. So of course we're down to 51, and we used to have 26 minus the king of spades. Okay, so then we're down to 25. So 25 over 51 is your answer for that question there. The probability of drawing a black jack if the first card was a black jack. Okay, so that would be, we're down to 51. How many black jacks are there? 2. You take one out, you're down to 1. Okay, so hopefully you're just correcting at this point or making sure you got it right. Okay, next page here. If you don't like a deck of cards, I have good news for you. Most exam questions don't have cards, but they do sometimes. That's why I still review it. Most of the time it's marbles, or they tell you what cards. Say there's cards numbered 1 to 10 or something like that. They'll tell you because they're aware that not everybody plays cards anymore. Okay, you play phone rather. Anyways. Probability of a red face card if the first card was a red jack. This is a red face card, right? Taking away a red jack is going to affect your face cards. So we're down to 5. We used to have 6, and obviously it's over 51. So it's 6 minus red face. It's 5 red faces. Probability of an ace if the first card was a king of diamonds. Ace and king of diamonds, it doesn't really affect each other. So it's going to be, there are 4 aces out of 51 because the king of diamonds did not affect my aces. Probability of drawing a queen if the first one was a queen of clubs. So obviously 4 queens minus the queen of clubs. That's 3 queens left. So we have 3 over 51, like that. It's always out of 51 because we're removing that. What's the probability for this last one? I'll just tell you that it's 4 over 51 because I think you're getting the point. And so I'm going to stop there. Now, I want you to, I don't know how far you got, but I'm going to ask you to go 53 all the way to, I think it goes 63. Or is it 65? I'm going to say this. Page 53 to 64, I believe I have the key for that. This kind of goes over everything. It doesn't just do dependent, okay? And look at page 54. That's the one I really want you to review as well. Page 54, at the bottom of 54, I want you to make an outcome table, okay? So you need to make one of these. If you need a refresher on outcome tables, what page was that on? 1 second. I'll tell you. Page 40. Page 40. There it is. I'll make a note here on 54. You can say see page 40 for an example on how to do an outcome table. Okay. So 53 all the way to 63. or thereabouts. Give it a try. Use this as review time and ask questions if you need help.